Boys, we finally know what Season 4 is gonna be, so let's see if it's any good.
Hey folks, this is Riker, and we just got the reveal of the Season 4 theme for Diablo 4. Let's dive right in. Fresh from our public test realm, Season 4 Loot Reborn begins on May 14th, 10 a.m. PT. Oh, it's actually called Loot Reborn.
That is not good. You should not call your season Loot Reborn because you failed loot when you released the game. That is not good. My confidence just from this is already shattered. Nice.
Season 1, Season of the Malignant. Season 2, Season of Blood. Season 3, Season of the Construct. Season 4, Loot Reborn.
So does this mean there's no seasonal mechanic? Is the whole season just the fact that loot has now been made so simple even a toddler could gear himself out very optimally?
It's accurate. So that's all stuff that we've known from the PTR. That's coming to the base game as well. Prepare to fight side by side with the Iron Wolves, a seasoned mercenary group. Yeah, so that is what we speculated on.
And my speculation is still that the mechanic is going to be exactly what it was in Season 2 and exactly what it was in Season 3. 2 or 3 parts of the map marked as Iron Wolf locations, and there you have events that you do, collect Iron Wolf tokens or something, or metal scraps or who knows what, and then you put them in a cauldron and better rewards are given. It's really exciting and engaging gameplay if you think about it.
In the PTR, we were seeing Iron Wolves inside Helltide. We were gaining like Iron Wolf reputation, and then there were data mines that were also showing some Iron Wolf stuff. So the Iron Wolves are indeed a part of the season theme. Itemization reforged, masterworking, tempering, and more. This is all stuff that we are already aware of.
Yeah.
Unlike previous seasonal themes that only affect the seasonal realm, with Season 4 Loot Reborn, these itemization changes persist beyond the seasonal realm and affect the eternal realm as well.
Wow, who could have seen that coming? Wow. The fact that Blizzard needs to explain this is not good.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're changes to the core itemization of the game. So are they framing?
It's 1 minute in and Riker's already struggling, trying to not say that this all seems kind of really bad currently. Sad.
The itemization overhaul as the season theme and saying that's also coming to the base game. General item updates. Okay, so a lot of this is information that we already know. All of this from PTR is just great changes that are gonna massively improve the base game. So in case you have,
it's gonna be fun for a day or a week or maybe if you're lucky 2 weeks, and then it's gonna collapse. Again, still of the opinion that Season 4 is the last season that anyone even remotely cares about Diablo 4, because this itemization is pure Diablo 3. It is just Diablo 3. Soon set, soon the Haradra Cube, it's gonna be great. Diablo 4 is just gonna fade in complete oblivion as they try to copy everything from Diablo 3 to Diablo 4, because the only people left playing Diablo 4 are going to be people who enjoy eating fragrant shit and enjoyed Diablo 3. Now don't get me wrong, enjoying Diablo 3 was not hard. Almost everyone could just download Diablo 3 and, play it for roughly 2 hours and then forget to log into it for the rest of their lives. It was very easy, because the start is kind of okay, but then it just all falls apart because there is no late game. There is no end game. How can you have an end game when this is your itemization? This is plus damage, this is plus damage, this is plus damage, this is plus damage. Guess what? This is plus damage. The item stats might as well be just, a roll between 1 and 500 plus damage on everything, and you would honestly get the same exact result here. It is beyond disappointing.
Haven't been following, this is what a new item would look like after you've acted upon it with a new system. So
yeah, it looks completely brain dead. Great, I love it.
First off, fewer affixes, simplified affixes, no more damage on Tuesdays. But we also have a couple extra things.
Damage on Tuesdays was not bad. Damage on Tuesdays is a great mechanic. Last Epoch has it, PoE has it, even Torchlight had it. But the difference between Diablo's damage on Tuesdays and those games is Well, Diablo had damage on Tuesdays. Those games had damage on Tuesdays while there's a double rainbow in the sky plus raining. But the difference was, in Diablo, you have no way to get it Tuesday when you want it. In those games, you had the ability to make it Tuesday double rainbow and raining while it's foggy outside. It was not a problem. But Diablo devs are incompetent losers, so they removed damage on Tuesdays, and they just added damage, cooldown reduction, and some of your other gear pieces are gonna have life. The game's dead. The game is gonna die so hard after this because there is no turning around at this point. This is the edge. This is jumping off.
Things happening here. This little star indicates a greater affix. Some affixes can roll as greater. That means they just have
yeah, they just have more damage. So engaging. I just vomited in my mouth.
Higher numbers on them. And then the little anvil here, these are tempered stats. So these are things that you crafted onto the item, which these are more nuanced stats. And also,
I can't wait for someone to make the Diablo itemization guide where they explain, okay, you want damage, then you want damage, then you want damage, then you want more damage. And for the last one, more damage. I am so disappointed. I want Diablo 4 to succeed, but the devs are just complete morons.
so really cool stats like chance to cast twice. You also have like area increased, things like that. And then you can see here
That's like double damage.
the masterworking. Masterworking is sort of the new upgrade at the blacksmith. That's gone. Now it's this very late game, end game kind of crafting upgrade where you have 12 levels to upgrade through. Very long.
That people, by the way, already complain about it's not dropping enough materials. So, well, when Diablo 4 fans, you know, the idiots that are left and actively play this garbage, complain that, you know, it takes too long to do this. This is the cycle that happens, right? Other games create late game and things that you need to do. Diablo 4 creates late game systems that they then devalidate by making them too easy, and when they introduce a new system, they devalidate one or two already existing systems, so the end game constantly just cannibalizes itself, and everything that takes more than 5 minutes to accomplish gets nerfed so it takes 0 seconds to accomplish. This is the game. This is literally the game now.
Long tail perfecting your gear. Every masterworking upgrade gives you a small upgrade to all stats, with every fourth one randomly giving a big upgrade to one of your affixes. And this is a system that you cannot brick your item, because if you're unhappy with the result, you can just start over. You lose all the resources you invested, obviously, but you can't brick the item. Greater affixes, they're 50% stronger than regular affixes.
Wow.
Every affix has a
1.5 times more damage. By the devs math, this is probably a 300% damage increase, by the way. It's great.
chance to be a greater affix, but it's super rare. Super rare to find full-on greater affixes.
If it's gonna be super rare, people are gonna complain that it's super rare, and people and Diablo 4 devs are. Guess what? They're gonna make it not super rare. Remember how we started off with Uber Uniques, and now Uber Uniques are pretty much common, honestly? Yeah, that's great.
And you cannot enchant into it, so these are drop only. You cannot re-roll an affix into a greater affix. Gems are now simpler, so their effects are less highly situational. They're now giving more flat-out.
Gems are similar, yes. Effectively, now you can't mess up putting in the wrong gem because, you know, in case you're just that much of a meat puppet mouth breather.
Increases to your base attributes, which is going to help in the Paragon board, because you are not going to be stacking items with like plus to strength if you are a sorcerer. So now you can make up for missing strength by using gems if you want to, if you really need that for your Paragon boards. There's the big codex overhaul. Now you
Effectively, by reworking the items, they kind of messed up the Patagon board because now you cannot get the stats required to actually activate bonus Patagon glyph things because Diablo 4. God, I am beyond disappointed.
You just extract. You don't have to store aspects anymore. They're permanently upgrading the Codex of Power.
Only took a year to get to this point, boys. I'm so proud of Diablo 4 devs. It only took half a year to make more stash space viable. It's great.
So once you've extracted a perfect rolled aspect, you never need to find that aspect again. You permanently have that and can permanently, infinitely imprint it onto new gear. Well, except in a new season. In the new season, your codex resets. Helltide Reborn, these guys are really cool to experience. Just this big sandworm that comes out and spits out monsters. Unless otherwise noted, these Helltide changes affect both.
Helltides seem to be a win, but it's not. Okay, Helltides are better. Doesn't save the game.
Eternal and seasonal realms. So wait, I guess we'll find out. But I'm wondering if the Iron Wolves are also going to be appearing now in non-seasonal, huh? So again, as you do stuff in Helltide, you increase your threat level. It's like in GTA, you're getting more stars. The police are coming after you more until you become Hellmarked. And then the army comes after you. That's going to be the Hellborn. Really cool enemies will come for you. It's all very inspired by the Season of Blood. You got the Accursed Rituals. Again, where you're going to be able to summon the big boss. And it's this nice big event that everyone can kind of group up for in the zone. Again, they're just taking the best from Season 2 and 3. We're also now getting Helltide and World Tier 1 and 2, getting to the fun of the game. It's really going to help with those.
Effectively, all you're going to do now is Helltides. That's it. Just Helltides until, whatever level, and you start doing dungeons that are still poorly designed. It's going to be great.
Early levels make leveling feel better. I believe the most effective way to level now is Helltide. It's no longer the dopamine tunnels, so this is great because this is a fun thing to do. Okay, here we go. For the Wanderer that wants to push the limits of Helltide, an exceptionally valuable new elixir called Profane Mind Cage is available to up the ante. So that's exactly what the data mine said. You pop one of these, it increases the level of Helltide monsters by 10. For how long, though? That's something we don't know from the data mine, and we still don't know. Boost Cinder drop rates. These are guaranteed drop after killing a Hellborn. Oh, okay, so you're guaranteed to get one after killing Hellborn. So they're not that rare. You'll see diminishing returns on boosted monster levels closer to level cap. Keep progressing in world tiers to retain the same benefit from this potent elixir. Okay. It's only going to last until the end of Season 4 of the Reborn. Okay, so Profane Mind Cage is only here for the season. That's interesting. So far the only season exclusive thing is this Profane Mind Cage, which honestly just sounds like a good addition to the base game as well, but okay. Fresh demonic events have been added, including new encounters with the fabled Iron Wolves, which is not season only. Interesting. Okay, the Pit of Artificers. This opens up at World Tier 4. You gotta complete a Tier 46 Nightmare Dungeon to unlock these. Once you've done that, you'll start to find rune shards. These are your Greater Rift keys. From there, you can then open the obelisk in Karagar. You gotta kill enough monsters before 10 minutes is up to summon the final boss, and then also kill that final boss within the time. Each player death removes time from the clock. First death removes 30 seconds, second removes 60, third and subsequent deaths remove 90 seconds. And it sounds like they've not made changes here for group play. Again, this is exceptionally punishing in group play. Anyone in the group dying is going to knock time off that clock. Once you've killed enough monsters, you get a portal to the boss room. If you kill them within the time limit, you get masterworking materials. And you unlock the next level of the pit. The pit has 200 total levels of difficulty, so they've not raised the cap, because on PTR people already did tier 200. So we're starting off with, unless they've buffed things,
the reason people have did tier 200 because some builds are just literally one-shotting the whole goddamn universe in this game already. So have fun. Yeah, it's bad. It's just really, really bad at this point.
We're already going to be able to clear tier 200. So you can enter in a group. Player who spends the rune shards to open the pit earns the lion's share of materials. Okay, so now everyone is going to earn materials. I thought on PTR was only the person who opens it gets the materials. And
I'm pretty sure that already worked like this in the PTR.
And then only the player who opened it has a chance to receive Stygian stones. Okay, these are used for summoning tormented echoes. These are level 200 versions of the Uber bosses, the ladder bosses as they call them. The deeper you go, the more frequent these Stygian stones will appear. We're getting Uberandariel now. She's going to be a duplicate of Uberduriel with regards to her drop table, but she's a much cooler fight. And again, we have these Tormented Echoes. These are level 200 versions of all those Uber ladder bosses. These bosses cost more to summon, but drop far more rewards. All items dropped from them will be...
I don't know about this. The last time I heard about it, someone tested it, and, well, it's completely useless to waste the materials on level 200 bosses, because it's better to just summon 5 normal ones than one big one or something like that. That was the last I heard. So these Tormented Echoes are literally do them once to challenge yourself if you feel like it, and then just one-shot the normal versions. Unless you're already one-shotting the big version anyway, because again, balance does not exist.
Item level 925. Yeah, I would hope. And defeating your first Tormented Echo drops 1 Resplendent Spark as a first-time reward, account bound. So that's going to be one of the things you need to craft an Uber Unique. Fight with the...
Yes. Again, Uber Uniques are no longer Uber Uniques. They're kind of like just Uniques. There you go. Great design.
Iron Wolves, here we go. The season theme, or I guess the part that we don't know about yet. Suda the Anvil, a stoic field commander of the Iron Wolves that we're seeking out. The Iron Wolves we met in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, back in Diablo... Well, they were in the Diablo 4 story as well, but they're playing a bigger part now, which is great. Members of their ranks have been dying under suspicious circumstances. Seek out the source of the slaughter to earn the Iron Wolves' favor. Meet Suda in Kejistan to start the journey to uncover this deadly plot. Okay, so we are getting a season quest. Working with the Iron Wolves will earn you several tempering manuals. Okay, nice. Which are key to unlocking your potential. Any Iron Wolf events that occur in Helltide will persist past the end of Season 4. Okay, so Iron Wolves are permanently in Helltide, but the specific seasonal plot, storyline through which you're going to earn tempering manuals is going to be only for the season, and probably also...
There's a little bit of static.
Not on the Eternal Realm. Okay. And then these cosmetics here that we're seeing as part of the Battle Pass.
Wow! Look at that! More cosmetics no one cares about. Just buy the Battle Pass, boys. Just click it. It's probably designed that you click it once and you buy 5 Battle Passes. And if you go into depth, that's fine, because Blizzard.
This here, on the free pass, yeah, that is part of the leak that we saw from Wowhead. This weapon skin is also part of the leak, but the armor skins are not part of the leak. These are new, so very, again, angelic and demonic looking. And it does seem as though, yeah, okay, those are part of the premium battle pass. So the Awoken Demigod. Aha. And May 2nd, 11 a.m. PT. This is going to be on Thursday. We're going to get our developer update live stream.
So, is this it?
Deep dive into Season 4 Loot Reborn. We'll discuss the many learnings from Season 4 PTR, system features, balance updates, and more. Okay, well,
yeah.
So...
Well, it's nothing bad.
I did anticipate seeing a smaller season theme this season because of the extent of the itemization overhaul, but I don't know that I expect.
I mean, we're not getting any season theme here. Is there any power even that we're getting? Like, the robot was already pretty bad, but at least you could put knives on that Roomba. But now we're not getting anything? Is that it? Great! Amazing! 10 out of 10, Blizzard.
Basically no season theme.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think, is there...
No.
Unless I'm misunderstanding, there's effectively no mechanic at all.
Yeah.
If we put aside...
They're probably gonna add the mechanic, like, you know, a little bit more in, because that's how they plan on most likely getting player retention. That's what it's gonna be. They're gonna add this, you know, a week or two is gonna pass, people are just gonna start to dip, and they're gonna be, oh, but wait! Here's the season theme, my sweet dear shit-eater. And there you go. And as always, it's not gonna do anything.
The tempering and, right, all the itemization stuff, right? If we just look at the season theme itself, it's Iron Wolves, It's going to be earning favor for the Iron Wolves, which I think is just, again, for the season, earning favor for the Iron Wolves, being able to buff our Helltide by 10 monster levels, and
exciting.
Just progressing through the bounty board of the Iron Wolves to unlock
nothing you care about. This is gonna be great.
tempering recipes.
Yeah.
But that seems to be it. There's like actually no mechanic.
Yeah.
By contrast, I think that the season 3, the Seneschal, the pet, the little robot, I think that was actually a very big mechanic, all things considered, that they had to develop an entirely new, they developed a follower system, effectively, with all these new skills and stuff that have to interact and all that. So I think that was like a very big new mechanic. It's not necessarily...
Okay, Riker. Okay, relax. Relax. Anyway, that was Riker. 10 out of... You don't have an end screen? What the hell? Anyway, that was Riker. Great stuff. Here you go, Riker. Yeah, the game's dead. The game's just dead.